Hello, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. What is this on the screen? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. We are doing a new Sims 4 expansion pack reaction today. They're dropping the trailer. Unfortunately, there was a huge leak earlier this week on Steam, and we basically know everything about the pack already. So we'll talk about that stuff first, and then we'll go over and react to the official Horse Ranch trailer. Let's get into it. So, to start with, obviously, it's another sort of farming-ish expansion pack. This one's main focus is horses, so it's more ranch than like cow farm, if that makes sense. But you do get sheep and goats, mini sheep and mini goats. And right off, this looks like a barn with some new barn doors. And then there's this wine, or I believe they call it nectar, making setup over here. And then obviously the mini goat and the mini sheep. And the star of the pack, the horses. This horse is wearing a tiny hat. That's kind of cute. And if I move my face up here to the top corner, you can see that there's actually a kid riding on this horse over here behind my head. So that's really awesome. My guess is that we can build barns now, and there will be placeable stalls to put in them for the horses, because it sounds like the horses are actually going to be family members, much like the cats and dogs. Probably can't control them, but they will show up in the Sims panel at the bottom, unlike the cows and the llamas. And so they won't be tied to their stalls, because you will be able to take them to town and participate in some horse-related activities. Now, this building itself definitely looks like a rabbit hole building, but this yard area where they're doing all of these tricks and things here, that looks like it would be accessible. So what I'm thinking is something along the lines of what we have in the Growing Together expansion pack, where you have that little carnival fair thing and the rides are rabbit holes, but you can do some other stuff out in the open too. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyways, I feel like it's a lot like that. The building will be some kind of rabbit hole, maybe for participating in shows or something. But out here in the yard, you can bring your horse and practice with them, which kind of makes it sound like possibly you'll be able to ride your horse around town. And you can see in the background here, it looks like some houses, a very obvious desert, and then maybe a saloon or something just underneath where I'm at, way in the back there. So it looks very much like it's gonna be a very small town. I don't know how many houses there are gonna be. It looks like there could be several houses available, but like the community lot will be very small. It'll be a small community area. That's what I'm trying to say. We do know that there's one new potential lot type, and then the town will come with a bar. Well, okay, let me back up. Let me explain a little bit better. So first we have the Rockin' Rancher digital content. That is really hard for me to say for some reason. And it's basically a reward for pre-ordering or buying the expansion pack really early. They've been doing this a lot lately. I'm kind of on the fence about this kind of stuff, so we're just gonna skip over that and get into the actual expansion pack stuff. Make a life. Get up early in the morning, look out at the big open countryside, and know that all your work is worth it. Spend your days keeping your animals happy and clean, harvesting prairie grass to feed them, collecting horse manure to fertilize your plants, and making your own nectar to sell. Do it all on a ranch you design, whether that means a traditional cabin or a big red barn. So the first thing I noticed is harvesting prairie grass. Does that mean we're going to get a new crop, like plant, to grow and harvest? Kinda sounds like it. And collecting cow manure for fertilizing. Well, that doesn't sound too far off from collecting dog poop, honestly. And you can use that for fertilizer too, if I'm not mistaken. And the nectar is the wine thing that I mentioned earlier. They call it nectar, basically wine making. And it looks like they brought this directly back from The Sims 3, which is kind of cool. I kind of liked making that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll do a very quick, simple rags to riches to see if we can like make our own wine store or something and sell nectar to all of the townies. The next thing on the list is bond with animals. Fill your ranch with animal friends and carve out a life together. Your horses, including adorable foals, are part of the household and have lots of special interactions with both Sims and other horses. You can also care for mini goats and mini sheep and invite neighbors to come see how cute they are. Okay, that one I don't understand. We're gonna have to wait for the trailer and more information. Does that mean they're gonna be like cats and dogs, but it's gonna be goats and sheep? And what will they do other than being adorable pets? Like, are we gonna collect their wool? I don't know. But the horses, okay, so this brings something up. We are only allowed 8 members of a household, and that includes any pets. And it sounds like the horses are gonna be pets. So now if you have 1 cat, 1 dog, and 1 horse, you've taken away 3 slots in your household, and that doesn't leave you with a lot left, especially for people that like playing with bigger families or extended families all in one household. I think I read on Twitter that someone said that in The Sims 3 they expanded the allotted number of household members. Now, I don't remember that happening, but I didn't play The Sims 3 as much as I did the previous iterations, so it's possible I just don't remember that happening. If it did happen, I hope it's a feature that they're bringing back, because even though I don't love playing with big families, I do love playing with extended families in the same house sometimes, and you're really eating away at the number of Sims and pets you can have. So I kind of hope they do extend that a little bit, but I can understand if they don't. 8 is already a pretty big number for Sims living in a house, so, and animals too, so I can kind of understand if they don't. It would be a little disappointing, but I can understand it. So, the next one is join a thriving community. Living on a ranch has its moments of peace and solitude, but there's also a lively social scene. Your Sims can go into town to meet friends at the bar or blow off steam at the dance hall. That's the new potential lot type that I mentioned. Or train at the equestrian park. That's what it's called, the equestrian park. So you have that building that was like a rabbit hole. Let me get back to that. This right here. So you have this building that's like a rabbit hole here. And then in front of it, if I just move myself again, you have the equestrian park where you can train your horse and stuff. So that's gonna be kind of cool. I'm just gonna go right back down here for a second while we finish reading this website. They can also host events like cookouts and dances on their own property. So that kind of sounds like we're getting new event types, a cookout and a dance, maybe? And hire a ranch hand to help when the work builds up. So That kind of sounds like a gardener almost, or maybe someone who will help take care of the animals potentially. Either way, anybody to help around a farm or ranch is a good thing because it can get to be a lot for a couple of Sims sometimes. Raise horses is the next one. Horses are a part of the family. That means they're going to be in the family panel just like cats and dogs. Customize hoofed friends in Create a Sim. Again, just like we have for cats and dogs already. Or get new horses by rescuing or purchasing them. Foals can also be born on your ranch. Sims can learn the riding skill, and horses can train in the agility and jumping skills. Skilled horses and riders can even win awards at the Equestrian Center. Okay, so this was the picture I stopped on previously, and this looks like it could potentially be the new dance hall. It kind of looks like they're doing some kind of new dance here, almost like a line dance type of thing. So again, we see those barn doors in the back. We've got lots of new stuff in here. It looks like new wallpapers, new spandrels. I believe those are new columns as well, but I'm not 100% sure to be honest. And then new fencing up there at the top. We've got some new chairs here with a cow pattern on them. Lots of new clothes, obviously. Right here in the front, they're featuring a bunch of new clothing styles with the cow pattern and stuff on them. So lots of new stuff. I'm hoping the trailer will give us a little bit more insight into all of this. You have these Sims drinking out of the nectar bottles. But even though it looks like it could be a bar with a very saloon, like Old West saloon style, I really feel like that this is maybe showing off the new dance hall. We'll find out in the trailer in just a minute. But yeah, those are the things that I've noticed in the screenshots that were leaked to Steam. And yeah, let's go react to the trailer now. Oh, that is so adorable. Okay, I've muted desktop sounds because these usually have copyrighted music with them, and I don't want to get a copyright strike, so sorry, no music. But look at those little goats and sheep. Oh, baby, you are so cute. Okay, here it goes. Sorry. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, I love that town. The saloon? Ooh. Oh, a contest. Uh, babies with babies. That's so cute. Oh my god. It's such loud music. Look at that horse. She's gorgeous. Or he's gorgeous. Oh, cute little red house. Oh, wow. I love that little barn. Aww. Wumpy. Oh, ew. Oh, you can feed them apples. Oh, you can feed the. Aw. Oh, look at that statue in the back. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at the different ways you can customize the horses. Oh my. Okay, you can ride them places. Like you can take them places as trans. Oh, line dancing. Yes. Aw. Oh, a new grill. Nice. Ooh, is that a new kind of death, maybe? A hint to a new ghost type? Take the Reins, July 20th. Okay, as always, it's pretty overwhelming watching these things. So let's take it little by little, shall we? Look at that world. That's actually kind of pretty. It does not overly remind me of the desert worlds that we already have. It does look a little bit different, so I'm glad for that. Because I was not personally looking forward to another desert world. Okay. Wait, were those new tattoos? I'm never gonna be able to stop specifically on that one frame because I'm just not that awesome. But that looked like potentially new tattoos, maybe? And obviously new clothes. Look at that world. Look at that dead tree. That's kind of cool. I'm just all over the place, I know, but alright, let's keep going. Okay, here's a little visual of the town. Are those new tattoos? Those look like new tattoos. So you have a new archway here with the equestrian center and park behind you. So the equestrian center is most likely a rabbit hole. I think it is. We'll have to check later on. Wait. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at that little town. Okay, it's definitely gonna be a very little town, but it makes sense and it's really cute, actually. It's a really nice little town. Okay, that almost looks like not a building. You know what I mean? Like neighborhood decoration type building because the windows are opaque and that usually means that decoration. So that's not the saloon or bar or whatever. But this is. This looks like the bar. I wonder if the bar and dance hall are gonna be the same thing potentially. And then here's. Oh, wait, this is a different. Is this a house lot? Or is this something else? This might be somebody's house. It looks like it could potentially be a park, but I kind of feel like it's probably somebody's house lot, right? Oh, wait, look, they have a big ball they can play with. And look at all the jumping agility things. That's kind of cool, but you're gonna need a lot of space for that stuff. So maybe a tiny house with a big yard? Okay, and here's a little shed type barn with a big house. Oh, look at those rock formations in the background. That's really cool. I'm liking the new rustic fencing. That's really nice to have. Rustic is not overly my style, but you know, there are moments when I like to dabble in it a little bit, and this stuff looks really cool. So I can't wait to at least play around with it a little bit. The babies with the babies, that gets me. That is so cute. It does not really show us much more of what these will be other than just pets. So we might have to wait for more information about that. Ooh, I just realized what was going on in this scene. The horse is like, no thank you, get off. So we have another little red house. I'm guessing this sim is gonna come with the expansion pack, and this is gonna be their house. That's actually not a little red house. I don't know why I keep calling it little. That's actually a big house. And then the nectar making process. Oh, yuck. Now this is a cute little place, but I can't figure it out. Is it all just like a barn shed? Or is it like a little house with a little barn shed thing attached? It kind of looks like it could go either way, doesn't it? But it's adorable. I love it. I love the little windows at the top. Oh yeah, look at all the new windows too. Oh my goodness, I completely wasn't even paying attention to those. I'm not a horse person at all, but I love adding anything new to the game that really fleshes it out and makes the whole Sims world feel like a complete world, or at least a more complete world, anyways. I'm not seeing too terribly much more detail that we didn't see in the screenshots, like some objects here and there, some furniture and decor pieces, the fainting goat, and some wallpapers and things like that, yes. But as far as gameplay goes, I think that leak pretty much covered it all that we kind of went over really quickly at the beginning of the video. Lots of new furniture. I am not gonna lie, I don't like this furniture. Not my style at all. Not even a little bit. As far as the couch and the chairs go, I like the fireplace though, oddly enough. And the cabinet in the back isn't too bad. And obviously, I already mentioned I love the windows and the doors. So, is that some kind of new closet in the background? That kind of looks like a new closet in the background as well. And then some other little decorative pieces here and there. Very country, very rustic. We have a very rustic looking kitchen here with looks like a miniature wine bottle or wine barrel. Oh, and you have some wine barrels back here. So I wonder if they can put it in barrels and bottles. You have lots of wine. It's actually nectar in the Sims, sorry. Nectar storage back here as well. So it looks like if you want to have a wine or nectar business, you're gonna have lots of storage space there. I wonder though if maybe the barrels are just a decorative object. That's possible too. And I think this is that equestrian center. And again, seeing it up close, the building itself is a rabbit hole, but the park out front is interactable, kind of like some of the newer stuff with the newer expansion packs, like Growing Together, where some of the things at the fair or carnival or whatever you want to call it were rabbit holes, but the place itself was like an interactive little park area, if you will. And then obviously you can customize these horses, that skeleton one. You can customize the horses quite a bit, and they have lots of different saddles and stuff to wear. Again, some of my Sims will love horses and they will be total horse Sims. I'm not though, so I'm paying more attention to the background, the windmill, the fence, all that other stuff going on in the background there. That is one very happy horse. Not that I won't play with horses, I will definitely play with horses for sure. But, I'm more interested in all the other stuff that comes with this expansion pack. That is such an adorable little town. It kind of looks like what we here in Wisconsin think of as a little western ghost town, but obviously much more colorful and alive. Although they did show us that one ghost at the end. And again, I wonder if that's going to be hinting at a new death type, perhaps. And this was interesting because this got me thinking. So it looks like you can use your horse as transportation to get around town, as well as just traveling to the park and stuff. I could be wrong, but that's kind of because if you watch the whole sequence, he walks the horse through town and then out of town and then over the desert terrain, which kind of makes it seem like you're traveling by horse rather than the horse just coming to the community lot with you, the way that, say, cats and dogs do. This would be akin to traveling by car. And that gets me thinking, could there be cars in the future then? I don't really personally care about the cars themselves as much as I just want to build garages and stuff and more realistic homes. So that would be a great update for me in that case. Okay, here's an image I didn't realize was here before. So this is the inside, and you have like, oh, I'm guessing this is where they get fed at, like the little hay bin thing. You have some decorative cleaning objects, the fence, some new potential lighting. I believe it reminds me of the cat and dog stuff, but slightly different, potentially. The new windows again, I think the new windows are really cute. I don't know why, but I like them. The hanging garden and yard stuff, the new sink bin thing. Looks like there's a new chair in the background. Like all of this stuff I would love to build and decorate with, even if it's not my style. I just think it's gonna be so fun to decorate and build with that stuff. And here, I'm gonna guess this is someone's home lot again, but it's set up for like a party or a cookout or something. That is a very interesting water tower there with planters. Are those wood post things a place to maybe tie your horses to or something? I don't know. That's kind of what they remind me of, but they also look like just drying racks or something. I don't know. But yeah, hay bales, that'll be nice to have for farms and stuff. And then the barn stables thing in the background. New string lights. That's kind of cool. I do kind of like those. They're very rustic, but I do kind of like them. So there are some new string lights there. And it looks like we get a new grill as well, which makes sense because they're adding cookouts as an event type, I guess. And here's another look at that equestrian center. So this front part, my guess, is the park area where you can train, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like cottage living where they will have weekly festivals or contests or rodeos or shows or whatever they're called, and you can actually enter your horse into the show and win prizes. That would be my best guess for what's gonna go on there. And the building itself is either nothing or it's a rabbit hole that you can use to go into to build yours and your horse's skills, potentially. I'm not 100% sure, but it may just be there for looks too. And there's a ghost. Now, why would they put a ghost in here unless there's a new death type and a new ghost type? So I'm really curious about that. Not that I play with ghosts a lot, but I do have a long legacy challenge going where I'm gonna have to play with each of the ghost types because that's the whole point of my long legacy is to try literally everything that the game has to offer. And one of those things is to play as each of the ghosts or have each of the ghosts in the family that I'm currently playing at some point throughout the legacy. So I'm interested to see if there's another new ghost type. And then one last shot of a barn slash shed slash house thing. It looks like a little bonfire or campfire gathering area. Oh, wait, this could be the dance hall. It could be a really small dance hall because there is an almost like bar sign out here in front. But then there's this stuff over to the side where it looks like you would, well, I don't know, it's a grill, so it's hard to tell. But I'm guessing this will be one of the lots that come with the expansion pack. And this is looks like one of the neighborhoods, maybe. Yeah, that's gotta be the bar or the dance hall place. That really kind of reminds me of that. And then here's a better look at this neighborhood. Not a lot of houses around, but it kind of makes sense. It's gonna be a big world, as in the neighborhoods themselves are gonna be fairly big, so you can ride your horses around and stuff, use them as transportation. That's my feelings that I am getting from watching this trailer and seeing those screenshots that were leaked. But we'll have to wait till July to find out. It is not coming out for a month, But yeah, I'm excited to get building some farms and stuff again. So maybe we'll get a little jump start on fixing up Henford on Bagley and Brindleton Bay and getting some farms and ranches going throughout the world in preparation for this new pack. So don't forget to come on back and check out those videos in over the next month. And yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything, honestly. If I missed anything, let me know. And then, of course, the pre order or early order items, which again, I'm kind of on the fence about those, and they are quite controversial in the Sims community. So they are there, but you know, it is a pretty looking world, though. I will give you that. Okay, on that note, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.